I am currently being harassed and getting ready to be evicted during the pandemic. Now, where are you gonna go? Who's gonna go? I mean, come on, think about it.
Siempre estoy pensando cuándo se van a aparecer, qué es lo que sigue, otra vez voy a encontrar la puerta cerrada.
It just shows the utter lack of care for the people of this country that aren't the ultra wealthy. Like, this has devastated me, and I'm just one person. We don't get
The CDC has recently issued what they call an eviction moratorium nationwide till the end of December of this year. In order to be eligible for this eviction moratorium, tenants need to submit to their landlords a declaration as specified by the CDC, including a number of statements.
Once the moratorium is lifted, we're looking at potentially hundreds of thousands of tenants who will be sued in eviction proceedings and facing eviction, including the 14,000 tenants who had a warrant of eviction before the pandemic even began.
I've been fighting my landlord with this eviction situation since 2019. They're trying to say that I don't own the place I'm staying. They have me down as a squatter. They're trying to harass me and force me out. I've been trying to get my landlord to do repairs in the apartment. This is the kitchen area. If you go inside and look at the sink, that's pretty bad. I cannot wash properly without that basin. That's it. That's my kitchen sink in there. That's my bathroom sink to wash up. I can't use my shower for fear that that would overflow. Moratoriums are supposed to protect you, they don't. People who are African American, Hispanic are being forced out.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 19. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. Verse 20. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. Verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is the Son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Radash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 19 through 21, is from the breaking news, where there's reports of a lot of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans being evicted, okay? Now, the full brunt of the evictions don't really kick off until January, but they're already happening, okay? I even saw a report in CNN that in Houston, Texas, they're already starting to evict you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, all right? And they don't care that you have a child, okay? They don't care that you lost your job, all right? They don't care if you're food insecurity. They're kicking you out of the homes. And by January, that moratorium that all these states have put in, all right, is going to expire, all right? And that's why I came out with Matthew chapter 24, verse 19 through 21. Because, hey, man, Woe to you women that give suck, all right, that have children, all right? Pray not your flight be in the winter. Because you notice how this devil's operating. He's making sure that you jakes catch the most hell in the winter season. All right? And that's why I put in post-production that video, because clearly, all right, in New York, who's getting the full brunt, the full shock of these evictions? All right? It's you jakes. Okay? They're not hiding it anymore. You are the ones that are catching hell. All right? You're the ones that are on the food bank lines. Okay? You're the ones that don't have the jobs anymore. All right? So let's get into this article. There's a looming eviction crisis. We have no idea how bad it will be. This is from the Slate. All right? That's not a good title to read. Okay? Especially if you're so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. Right? Because you're at the bottom in the society who haven't noticed. Right? First fired, last hired. And that was before the pandemic. This is pertaining to you. On September 2nd, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention delivered some unexpected relief to renters across the country, arguing that housing stability helps protect public health in a pandemic. The agency issued a nationwide ban on evictions for non-payment of rent until the end of the year, right? January. That's that moratorium. And that's only applying to certain individuals. There are still people, just Google it, being evicted as we speak out of their homes. Okay? Google the one from CNN. All right, Houston. In Houston. Millions of Americans are still unemployed. All right? And the nationwide rent freeze has only bought them a few months. But as policymakers race to figure out how to deliver rental assistance and other relief to tens of millions of families who could face eviction come January 1st. January 1st, man. Pray not your flight be in the winter. That is insane, man. And this is in the election year. And didn't Donald Trump say that, hey, he didn't even admit or even agree with the news media when they say, are you going to have a smooth transition of power? He says, I don't even go along with the vote. I'm not even going along with the whole mail-in ballot voting. So while the political hierarchy in America is fighting with Donald Trump, why he should leave, okay? If he loses the election, in the background you have people about to be evicted by January 1st, okay? The full brunt of the eviction by January 1st. All right? You see how this is all going bad? All right? The politicians are so worried about Donald Trump and is he going to leave or not? The media, that this right here is in the shadows, man. They are discovering an inconvenient fact. Eviction data is so bad, there's often no way to tell who is most at risk of losing their home. And that's bullshit. The ones that are most at risk of losing their home are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Where they live or how much back rent they're likely to be evicted over. Real-time data on which cities, counties, and neighborhoods are seeing the highest eviction rates could help municipal leaders direct rental assistance funds, lobby for additional federal and state funds for hard-hit cities and counties. But wait a minute, didn't Donald Trump say he's going to stop sending federal money to the cities that are anarchists, like New York City, Portland, okay, Chicago, L.A.? That's where majority of you jakes are at. This is all designed. Get that through your head. So this is bullshit, man. Local data on how much back rent tenants owe would allow Congress to determine which specificity the amount of citizen renters in each state would need, right? And Congress ain't doing a damn thing. All right, it's an election year. They're worried about people votes and shit like that. They ain't even worrying about this. But nothing close to the level of data is available. The media uproar over eviction tsunamis hides an increasingly embarrassing fact. Really? A media uproar? Where the fuck is that at? Turn on CNN and Fox News. Okay, this is how you know this news article, Slate. They're very twisted with the facts. All they're talking about is pandemic COVID-19, okay, and the stupid bullshit BS election between Biden and King Trump, lowercase with a K, with a lowercase K, okay? That's all they're talking about, man. We don't even know how many Americans were evicted in 2019, right? And that's the devil, man. Esau is being very crafty. This so-called white man is hiding data of how many people were actually evicted in 2019, okay? And then this year, okay, you know they're hiding data. They're hiding a lot of data. I had to literally hound to find data from the amount of Americans suffering from food insecurity, which they're saying now it's close to 40,000 million Americans that have food insecurity. You could look that up, man. All right? So, and that's who's that really talking about? You Jakes. All right? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans. But it says right here, how then are we supposed to help estimate 30 to 40 million renters who are at risk of being evicted in 2021 when the moratorium lifts? Right. That's a lot, man. Compared to what is happening this year. And this is only going to get worse. All right? America's dying. Astonishingly, foreclosure data is not any better. More than a decade after a national foreclosure crisis, there's still no public database of foreclosure. Look at that. So you even know how many people are getting evicted from their homes that they can't afford them or they can't afford the mortgage. All right? So this is a straight up tsunami hitting here in Babylon. Not to mention, get ready for the winter calamities, all right? The blizzards. It's going to be a cold winter. And this is all happening, all right? Hey, 2020, year of prophecy. And we're going into 2021. And you thought it was bad this year? 2021 is going to make 2020, okay, look like a child, man, was just having fun, you know, being terrible twos. That's what 2020 is compared to the full brunt of drama that's coming to America. This is why, man, you Jakes, it ain't looking too good for y'all, man. Proverbs 10 and 15. The rich man's wealth is his strong city. The destruction of the poor is their poverty. Right. You Jakes are being, okay, systematically destroyed. Systematically. And if you're not seeking the Lord, there's no salvation, man. There's no help for you. Okay? Evictions. Food insecurity. Okay? No lack of jobs or no jobs. And that second wave hasn't come yet. And this is what they're talking about. Proverbs 13 and 18. Poverty and shame shall be to him that refuses instruction. Right. And you 2/3, man, shame is coming upon you, man, in a big way. Okay? Woe unto you that give suck, man. All right, they have a child. You women that have children that are not seeking the Lord. Woe unto pray that your flight be not in the winter. A lot of you Israelites, you're going to catch hell in the wintertime, man. All right? In the dead of winter, they're going to start kicking people out of their homes. In a pandemic, in a second wave, man. While the second wave's happening. And that best believe, all those people, okay, they're out in the cold, they're catching a cold, they're going to go right to the hospital, and boom, those numbers are going to go up with COVID-19, man. And that's all designed so they can implement that vaccine, man, that mandatory vaccine on the whole population here in Babylon, America. And the majority of Jakes, you're going to take that vaccine because you lack faith, man. You don't care. You don't care about the Lord. You don't care about the Bible. But guess what? According to the Bible, the Lord said these things were going to happen to his people, that because We didn't want to hearken to his law, statutes, and commandments. Deuteronomy 28:43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, right? And who's that stranger? Starting with Esau, Edom. He's above us, man. All right? He's not worried about this. And thou shalt come down very low, right? You, Jakes, have to worry about stuff like this. 44. And he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail, right? And you've been begging money from Esau, and now he's cutting it off, man. All right? He's cutting off the water. Okay? Now look, evictions, man. It means Esau don't even want to give you some money just to stay in your damn house, man. January. That's literally, we're in October, November, December, two months, and that's it. And this is all designed, man. This is all designed to put you, Jakes, in straight so that you take that vaccine, which will ultimately lead to the RFID chip, the mark of the beast. All right? You're being put, all right, in straits so that you take the chip. Deuteronomy 20:45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power to keep his commandments and statutes which he commanded thee, right? And you, Jakes, all right, if you don't think you're under the curses, man, all right, there's something really fundamentally wrong with you. Just look at your community. Look at the condition of your own people, man. Clearly, all right, we are under the curses. But the Lord is lifting up the curses, okay, from his elect. All right? And that's why we go to sleep peacefully, man. Because to deal with this, you're not getting too much sleep, man. Okay? 46, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Clearly, if we're not the Israelites, then who are? When it comes to catching hell, man, and these curses. All right? This proves that we're the Israelites. Jumping down to 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone, right? Two major religions that our people are into. It would be so-called Christianity and so-called Islam, all right? But many gods our people worship, even to this very day, okay? Which proves that we're the Israelites, all right? And we're scattered among all the people. We're in captivity right here in Babylon, all right? This is Esau's, okay, kingdom, and we're here in his kingdom in captivity. 65, and among these nations, here's the point, shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy feet have rest, but the Lord shall give thee their trembling heart and a failing eyes, a sorrow of mind, right? To be faced with eviction, food insecurity, okay? The coming famine and cannibalism, yeah, that's judgment from the Lord. 66, and thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shall have no assurance of thy life. Clearly, man, our people are going to experience this. The ones that are deemed for eviction by January, man. And Jake's already being evicted. I told you, they're doing it right now, man. All right? You got to find these articles where they're evicting Jake, man. Okay? They're not going to put it around the clock from 6, 7, 8 showing you people getting evicted. No. There's an election going on. This stuff is going to be in the background because they got to push this election garbage. All right? This BS fucking election I got to keep seeing everywhere I go and keep hearing people at work talk about. Fucking morons, man. But you know, that's part of the battle. You got to play the game. You got to smile. Oh, you know, who you going to vote for? I tell them, hey, man, I don't believe in that voting. All right? Don't matter. They're all puppets in my eyes. And I have a right to say that, okay? And then you have some of these fucking idiots talking about, well, then you shouldn't complain, all right? You shouldn't have anything to say. Excuse me, all right? I didn't serve this country so that I can keep my mouth shut, all right? And so, being a combat veteran, I have a lot of things to say about this fucking country, all right? And of course, I didn't say it like that. It's like I'm going off on a tangent. But the point is this stupid ass, bullshit ass, BS, all right, election that you got fucking morons talking about, especially our people. That's why, man, no sympathy when you get evicted, man. No fucking sympathy, man. Because you want to know why? Hosea 4 and 6, man. Hey, this is beautiful. See? It's all through the Spirit. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. And that's what it is. You want to hold on to this fucking democracy, this fucking country, man. When you going to get evicted, man, you're going to go into food insecurity at a whole other level. Famine, okay? You're going to be hit with pestilence, okay? Cannibalism, you're going to be eating your children. Yeah, it's coming, man. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. That thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children, right? The Lord's going to forget your children, all right? Little Tyrone, little Carlos, little Jose, all right? Little Jerome, they're going to starve, okay? They're going to starve, they're going to cry, and the Lord ain't going to hear them. They ain't going to hear you either. Proverbs 1 and 21. Now I'm going to start at 20. Wisdom, because here's the reason why. This is the reason why the Lord is bringing the judgment on our people. Proverbs 1 and 20. Wisdom cried without, she uttered her voice in the streets. Start with the Apostle of Great Millstone, 30 plus years, okay? 20 Apostles and Elders of Great Millstone, 25 plus years, all right? All the way down to us, 5 plus years, 6 plus years, 7 plus years, okay? We've been on the highways and byways warning our people of these things to come, okay? Of the total chaos that's coming to America and abroad, wherever you're at, okay? That's where we're at on the highways and byways, the streets, bringing out via the scriptures, bringing out the words of the Lord. 21, she cried in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates, in the city she uttered her words. Right. So you're not going to find this knowledge, this truth in the harlot houses, in the temples made with hands, those so-called churches. You're going to find it on the streets where the men of the Lord are at. 22, how long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in the scorning, and fools hate knowledge. And that's what it was, man. Majority of our people, especially here in America, hate knowledge. They hated hearing the prophets telling them that bad times were coming. Evil times was coming. All right? First of all, the Lord said that he was going to bring the evil to the city. All right? Let me get that real quickly. Amos 3 and 6. Shall trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Right. We were blowing that trumpet. We were blowing that trumpet. All right? Yelling to the top of our lungs, telling our people to get their shit together, get right. And this shit's about to go down. America's going down in violence. I mean, it's about to get fucking savage, violent, terrible, dangerous out here. Okay? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? Right. We were blowing that trumpet, you weren't hearing. And the Lord's bringing evil to the city. Okay? This is the Lord's movie. Okay? But you're not recognizing the power because you're simple. All right? You love simplicity, man. 7, surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. Right. And we see it, man. That's why we push out these videos. We are constantly being spiritual, all right, through the spirit power of Yahweh Shem Shai, praying to Yahweh Shem Shai. We just did our Day of Atonement fast, and now look what's going on, man. And if y'all didn't even do the Day of Atonement, a lot of you jakes, you didn't even do the Day of Atonement, man. So you're going to get caught out there in eviction, a food pandemic, okay, famine. This shit's going to get wild in these streets. 23, turn ye at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit onto you. I will make known my words onto you. Right, and that's the prophets doing that. All right, telling you to turn to the reproof. Okay, the Lord's putting a spirit on his prophets. All right, using the Lord's word. Hey, all right, correct yourself. All right, reproof yourself. Bad times is coming. But this is what y'all did. It's 44. Because I've called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. Right? You didn't regard the Lord at all, man. Okay, that's why it says in 25. But ye have set none at naught at all my counsel, and when none of my approve. Right? And Karab always says this. You have sat at none at none of the Lord's counsel, man. So you think the Lord's gonna protect you when this shit happens? Fuck no. You gonna starve. You gonna freeze, man. Winter season, okay? It's gonna be a harsh winter. 26. I also laugh at your calamity. I will mock you when your fear coming. Right. The Lord's gonna use his men to laugh at y'all, right? Okay? The Lord is not going to hear your cries when you're out on the streets because you can't pay rent anymore, and the moratorium has been taken away. All right, and they're doing this shit so that all this can happen in dead of winter, so them numbers can go up, the second wave numbers, man. They want those numbers to go up to make that vaccine mandatory. Man, this devil is crafty, man. Esau's the devil, man. Hey, Hey, he's the spiritual. He's the physical, counterpart of the spiritual Satan, man. Right? This is him, man. And he's making moves. And guess what? The Lord ain't gonna protect you from this devil because majority of you jakes didn't want to seek him. So the Lord ain't gonna protect you. He's gonna protect his men, all right, and the few sisters and the children have been sincere, but the rest of y'all jakes ain't gonna make it. 30. They will none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. You despised it. Wow, man. You despised the words of the Lord. That's why the Lord's gonna fuck y'all up, man. He really gonna fuck you up. 31. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. And that's that's why y'all gonna get evicted. Y'all gonna starve. You're gonna result to cannibalism. Some of you militia group jakes, you gonna try to open up on Esau. He gonna open up on you because he has drones and robots and lasers. Okay, he's got freaking heat wave a satellite that can hit you with heat. Okay, I mean he's gonna mess you jakes up. 32. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity fools shall destroy them. Right? Because you thought you were living good, and now look, man, you're going to be destroyed. 33. But whoso hearken unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil. Right? All right? That's the elect. They're not going to have to worry about this. But you jakes, it's game time, man. Y'all better get ready, man. All that energy of despising the words Lord, despising the Lord's counsel, despising his men that were on the highways and byways, all that energy you had, you better have that energy when Esau kicks you out the fucking house, all right? And you in the streets in the cold, all right? And you ain't got not 2 cents to your name, okay? And you're going to hear your children starving. Have that same energy, bucko. With that, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who well taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there, pushing this truth of sincerity throughout the 4 corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai sake. Love you, brothers. Keep the door. Keep the faith. As you can see, we're almost out of here. To the few sisters that are watching, keep studying, keep praying. We're almost out of here. Shalom and a Baba Ball. We're almost out of here, man. It's about to go down. Stay prayed up. Shalom and a Baba Ball.